Get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Check this out. If it ain't clear today, it won't be clear until tomorrow. We went to B&H. We got a brand new wire because we thought that that was probably the issue. We bought some wires yesterday, and we just need to know, can you guys hear us nice and crispy? Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning this morning. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Like we always say, y'all could have went anywhere. The fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you. Okay, guys, how y'all doing this morning? One thing I gotta say is this. Charlie Kirk, Erika Kirk, the wife of Charlie Kirk, says she supports the Second Amendment. Sounds good. Batty Lynn, good morning. Angry. Lan Yen, how I sound, Lan Yen? I'm good. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. Let me know. How do I sound? How do I sound? Am I better today? Please let me know. Okay, good morning, everybody. But we need to know how we sounding over here. Because everybody going to start leaving. Y'all be up out of here when I don't sound correct. Oh, boy. Y'all still saying good morning. I guess it don't matter. Y'all still going to stay here regardless. The people that's here, they like, hell with all that. We here anyway. I love y'all too. Good morning, everybody. Let's pray for everybody in it. Angry B, Rebecca, Lanyan, Bueno, Mark Dorfman, Luigi. Hope everybody's having a healthy and a safe morning. That's right. Liberty and justice. I saw you up in here first. Ain't nobody gonna beat Liberty up in here. You know what I'm saying? I got the king and queen up in here. Liberty and Casey. They run the show. And then with that being said, amen. Let's go. Cause I'm ready to go. And they're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. It's Friday, y'all. Turn up. Y'all ready? Let's go. Wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. It's time to wind it up. Wake up. It's 6 o'clock. Okay. Olay. Y'all know how we do it. We got to open up those pores. We got to open up those pores. I'm not trying to go too long this morning because it's getting a little bit hot. And I got to just tell you guys right now. It's what you do. It's what you do. Oh, ooh, it's what you do. I said you make me want to leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. It's what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along with it. You make me want to leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. It's what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along with it. You make me want anything came between us. You were like my best friend. I'm sorry. The one I used to run and talk to when me and my girl was having problems. You used to say it'll be okay. Suggest little nice things that I should do. But when I come home at night and lay my head down, all I seem to think about was you and how you make me want to leave you, run away and start a new relationship with you. That's what you do. Think about a ring and all the things that come along with it. You make me. I get open at times, y'all, and sometimes we just keep it moving. Why? Because if on that beat, it's Friday, December 5th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that, and that, and this, and this, and that, and that. Where we be talking about this and that, and that, and this, and this, and that just got me lit. Be the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. That's what you do. Think about that was the joint right there. Stop playing, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? It's Friday, and I'm gonna beg right now. Do me one favor. I just got finished performing one of the dopest songs that I ever probably did on Our Bottom Line History. Can y'all please let me know how the audio sounds? Can you please let me know how the audio sounds? Can you please let me know how the audio sounds? Can you please let me know how the audio sounds? Thank you for the last time you said it, Rebecca. Audio sounds good. Okay. Oh, are you ready? Oh, 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 oh. I'm sounding good. Oh, we back in the house? You mean we really good? Okay, Angry said it's almost like your mic isn't working. Audio sounds good, but still far away for some reason. Still far away for some reason. We might have to get a whole new mic set up. Rebecca Lanyen said the same thing. Yup. Is it? I don't know what's going on. Maybe we should do this while we're working. Let's do it while we're working. Let's just do it while we're working because I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. What it is, what it is. We're going to just have to keep on doing the show, y'all. I got to keep on moving forward. I just popped the mic in a little bit. It felt like it wasn't inside the iPhone as much as it needed to be. So let me know if maybe that helped out a little bit. The closer the better. I just popped the microphone in. It was out. I just noticed that the thing wasn't even out. It sounds far away, I feel, but we can still hear. Whoa. Yeah, we got to keep on going, you guys. I'm sorry. And the audio, let me see, I'm going to turn it all the way up. How about now? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? I got the audio all the way up. All the way up on the audio now. It's all the way up. It sounds good when you're close. It sounds like like it normally does. Okay, guys. So when I'm close, it's good. When I'm close, it's good. Y'all can't expect perfectness off a cell phone. It's not a computer. I'm working on my cell phone in a Hollyland. But if it's not sounding nothing like what we're used to, that's the issue. Because normally we really had good audio before. I just don't know how it collapsed on us all of a sudden, which is pretty bad because it's like people leave when you don't have good audio. Nah, people bounce, bro. We having terrible numbers this week. I'm telling you. I'm not even happy with what's going on. I'm putting together some real good titles. I'm used to having I ain't trying to even lie to you. Used to have like 100,000 shows. We getting like 20,000, 18. It's pretty bad right now. But I just got to keep on going, y'all. Let's go. We love and can hear you all good. It's all good. Got it. Let's go, my brother. Well, you're the man. Thank you. Still not happy with it though, but we're gonna keep on moving forward, y'all, because you know what we gotta do, right? I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time, and hopefully you guys will stay on topic, stay on point, so we can have a good dialogue this morning. Also, what am I gonna tell you? Let me know what time it is, where you're chiming in from, as well as location, time, and where you're chiming in from. I have to really get on point right now and make sure we pull this thing together. So without any further ado, let's get into these titles. Now, when I walk over to this other mic, I'm sure you guys can hear me again as well, because we got 2 mics working now. So let me try to see if we can just try to get this up right here where let's get into this title. Charlie Kirk, all right? Erika Kirk, wife of Charlie Kirk, says she supports the Second Amendment. Okay, guys, but with that being said, let's keep on moving forward to the second one. What else do we have here? We got Jeffrey Epstein, survivors outrage at Ghislaine Maxwell for requesting an early release. That's right, Ghislaine Maxwell is trying to get out of jail early. I don't even feel happy about that, but she's putting in for a new early release. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Last but not least, we have Trump is moving to pull SNAP benefits from blue states, including California. Without any further ado, like I said, let's try to get into some real quick prayers in the morning. Gun B, Rebecca Lanyen Bueno. Hope you have a fantastic morning. Who else we got up in here? Goon Shroom, Casey Ramos. Okay, let's keep on moving forward. Oh, say yeah, we definitely gonna figure it out. Moon Rocks, how you doing? I am Believe. Praying for everybody up in here this morning. Liberty and justice, thank you so much. Gun B, saw you already. And let's keep on getting into it, you guys. Because guess what? It's time to get to work. It's time to get into the titles. Let me know how this audio sounds right here. Let's keep on going, y'all. Let me know what's going on with this, because I do have a mic attached up there. Let's go.
Strike on September 2nd, but not the second video. Will you release video of that strike so that the American people can see for themselves what happened?
I don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we certainly release, no problem. You know, we stopped every boat we knocked out. We saved 25,000 American lives.
So,
and if you look at our numbers, the drugs coming in through sea are down 91%. I'm surprised it's 9%. I don't know who's doing the 9%, but it's down 91, and we're going to start very soon on land, and I'm sure you're thrilled to hear that.
On Ukraine, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner were there last night, Vladimir Putin. Can you give us an update about those talks? It sounds from what the Kremlin is saying that they're not going to compromise. Can you tell us what you've...
I don't know what the Kremlin is doing. I can tell you that they had a reasonably good meeting with President Putin. We're going to find out. It's a war that should have never been started. It's a war. If I were president, we had a rigged election. If I were president, that war would have never happened. It's a terrible thing. But I thought they had a very good meeting yesterday with President Putin. We'll see what happens. It's, you know, when I was in this office and I told you about no cards, I said, yeah, no cards. That was the time to settle. I thought that would have been a much better time to settle. But their wisdom decided not to do that. They have a lot of things against them right now. But you have President Putin had a very good meeting yesterday with Jared Kushner and with Steve Witkoff. What comes out of that meeting, I can't tell you, because it does take two to tango. You know, Ukraine, I think we have something pretty well worked out with them. They're very satisfied, considering. But the sad part is, if I were president, no war would have ever happened. They would have had 100% of their territory. Nothing would have happened. It's a very sad situation. So think of this. Last month, 27,000 soldiers. 27. That's like, you take a stadium, a football stadium, not an arena, and you cut it in half. 27,000 people died. Young, mostly young soldiers, died last month, in 1 month. And that's the only reason I'm involved. You know, we're not spending any money in the war. We're selling to NATO. We're not being ripped off like we were under Biden. Biden was handing everybody everything we had, giving them all the missiles, everything they wanted, free, no charge. Or just, he had no idea what it said. They're paying top dollar, full price for everything. Goes to NATO, and then NATO distributes it. NATO pays us. So we're not. It's not money. We would all. I think I can speak for everyone behind you. The politicians I know, and the auto manufacturers are good people.
Okay, we got more to get into, you guys. We got to get into this DC follow-up on the pow. You know I can't say that specific word, but I can tell you what's going on with that. Oh, I'm sorry. He also went over to the Congo. President Trump went over to the Congo about a few hours ago and was participating in the signing of the ceremony with the presidents of Rwanda as well as the Congo. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let me ask you something. I hope I didn't mess anything up. I pressed a couple of buttons over there. Yeah, I pressed a couple of buttons over there. And my question is, did I mess anything up over there? You guys can hear me at least a little bit decent. We have the audio on full blast on everything. Matter of fact, no, we don't. We got the audio all the way up. Let me know. It's his mic. Yeah, I got a really bad mic right now. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hopefully you can. At least a little bit better now. I just turned it up. Let me know. I need you guys to chime in and let me know. This is crazy. I can't believe it. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Well, this is a nice building, I have to tell you. So this is a special occasion for a lot of reasons, but number one is it's our first occasion in this building using it for peace. And it's all about peace, and it's a great honor. And Marco, you've done a fantastic job in getting it ready, but yeah. It's a spectacular building, and we all appreciate it. And very importantly, we're settling a war that's been going on for decades with millions and millions of people killed. And these two gentlemen spent a lot of time backstage talking to each other, and over at the Oval Office. We were at the Oval Office together. It was beautiful. And I think it's just a very important day. And we have other leaders from other countries. And you said such beautiful things. I'd love to have you come up. We'll finish up, and then I'd love to have you come up and if you can issue the words that you just issued backstage, it usually doesn't work, you know? It usually never happens. They said, oh, they said it much better before, but you will probably do better up here. But I'd love to have you say how you felt, because it is an amazing day. Great day for Africa, great day for the world, and for these two countries, and they have so much to be proud of. And I want to thank the leaders. I want to thank you very much. It means maybe more because we are here together for the first time ever in this building. Brand new, beautiful building. I don't want to tell you how much it costs because I hear it's a lot. Okay? They don't build inexpensively here. But I just want to thank you very much. So please sit down, everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here.
Now you got to keep on moving forward. So thank you. You have to see he's there for the Congo, and what was that? That was the Congo and the whatever Rwanda signing. Let's keep on moving forward now, because now we got to go to an update on that DC shooting, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep it moving forward. I'm not even gonna ask for no likes right now. I kind of peed off on this audio thing. I got everything screaming and it's not working. I don't understand it.
So as we await President Trump live at the White House, an update on the Afghan national who allegedly shouted Allahu Akbar as he opened fire on these two pictured members of our National Guard, Ramanullah Lakhanwal, pleading not guilty from his hospital bed yesterday to charges including first-degree murder and assault. 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom is dead. 24-year-old Andrew Wolf is still fighting for his life in the hospital. The feds say that both were shot in the head. U.S. Attorney for D.C., Janine Pirro, says there is potential for additional charges against Lakhanwal, and she joins me now. Janine, great to have you with us. Thank you very much. So, give us a sense of where this investigation.
Yeah, but they're saying it sounds bad, Moon Rock. Like they're saying it sounds really bad. Like,
well, this investigation, Martha, is ongoing. I mean, from the moment it happened, all of our federal partners across the country, given that this defendant left the state of Washington and literally traveled in his Prius across the country to come to the nation's capital. There are a lot of points in between that we are involved in, and we've got our, as I said, our federal partners, FBI, the DEA, the National Guard, the NPD, and U.S. attorneys around the country who are involved in continuing the investigation. This case was put over until January the 14th. That gives us sufficient time to collect the evidence that we need to add additional charges to make this potentially a federal case. There are many charges that are being considered, but right now the two most significant charges are murder in the first degree, which was filed in the Superior Court, along with assault with the intent to kill, and the transportation of a firearm that was used in a crime of violence. There's a great deal of evidence that called through in this case. But most important, of course, is the fact that there is one.
He's fighting, y'all. He's fighting his way through. That's a good thing. That's a good sign.
Critical to stable condition. I spoke to his dad today. He's a former police officer himself. And we continue to work to make sure that they have all the resources they need to get through this next however long it takes to get through the system. The defendant is in custody in a hospital, and he remains in a hospital bed. But as soon as we're able, we will move him to a correctional facility that has the ability to take care of him.
U.S. Attorney.
All right, y'all. We got to keep on moving forward. What else I got for you on deck over here this morning? Like I said, I might have to just get a whole new mic set. Quick $150, but whatever. Another Hollyland. That means I got to go buy a whole nother mic setup because I like this one here because it's easy to set up. So I'm looking at it. Maybe it's the amp now, and it's probably like we done had it for over a year. Maybe it's ran its course. Maybe I did enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I did enough already. Matter of fact, did I forget to do that? I didn't. Did I forget to do that? I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time. Actually forgot to do that. But it's okay because it happens. Washington. Pam Bondi reveals what led to the arrest of the January 6th pipe bomb subject. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Y'all got me screaming over here right now. Okay, you said you can't hear me? Well, I'm waking up everybody in the building now. How about that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know.
This is the story of the hour. Who is Brian
Better?
Cole? Was he working alone? And why did it take 5 years for this man to be found? He was living just miles from the scene of the crime. We are pouring over the criminal complaint right now against Brian Cole Jr., 30 years old, Virginia man now under arrest for allegedly planting 2 pipe bombs outside the RNC and the DNC the night before the January 6 riots on Capitol Hill. They were discovered before they were detonated, thankfully, but then Vice President Harris came within feet of one of them after 1,000 interviews, tens of thousands of videos, hundreds of tips, and a $500,000 reward. FBI Director Kash Patel says it all came down to this earlier today.
So this is one of our follow-up stories because we did show this video a couple of, I would say about a month ago, with this individual that planted these arms around in different places in front of the RNC as well as in front of the DNC. So now what we're doing right now is following up on another story. We started this a couple of months ago. Let's keep going. Sorry to be
We did not
yelling,
discover
but they say
any
they
new
can't hear me.
information. What we did, an investigation spearheaded by the deputy director and the ADIC of our Washington field office, brought in a new team of investigators and experts, re-examined every piece of evidence, sifted through all the data, something that the prior administration refused and failed to do.
Correspondent David Spunt live in Washington, reading through the criminal complaint as we speak. Hi, David.
Hi, Martha. It's not even 10 pages long. I've been looking through it, and it shows that Brian Cole Jr.'s cell phone pinged in the area of the RNC and DNC the night of the crime, January 5th, 2021. Authorities say bank receipts show that Cole purchased bomb-making materials in 2020 used to make those specific pipe bombs.
We'll just leave it generally forensic evidence. Yeah, it's fair enough to say.
Now, FBI agents spent hours at his home in Woodbridge, Virginia, a D.C. suburb today. He's charged with transporting an explosive device in interstate commerce, as well as attempted malicious destruction by means of explosive materials. Authorities say search warrants are being executed. More charges could be on the way. Just this past October, Martha, the FBI put out enhanced video of who they now say is Cole planting the pipe bomb near the bench outside the DNC in Washington that night. This was the night before the attack on the U.S. Capitol. Then they say Cole placed the same type of bomb outside the Republican National Committee minutes later. He wore a mask, a hooded sweatshirt, glasses, and gloves. Agents say the 2 bombs were placed between 7:30 and 8:30 at night. The bombs did not detonate, but were viable and discovered the next day. Over almost 5 years, agents visited 1,200 homes and businesses, more than 1,000 interviews, 39,000 video files to look through. They also went through more than 600 tips.
Let me be clear, there was no new tip, there was no new witness, just good, diligent police work and prosecutorial work.
Old information sitting in the case file re-examined. What we don't know, though, is the motive. That is not listed in this document. Cole will be in federal court tomorrow afternoon.
Look, we got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Again, I do apologize for yelling and screaming, but they're saying that they can't hear me. So I have no choice. GAO funds $320 million stolen in food stamp benefits. Let's get into you guys. Let's get into this. Sounds alarming. Let's go. Now we're getting into a lot of theft and even a lot of stuff happening without even having Doge anymore.
Republican Congressman Byron Donalds of Florida. All right, Congressman, the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, is reporting $320 million in stolen benefits between October of 2022 and December of 2024. I mean, the numbers are absolutely stunning. What can and what should we do about it?
Well, it's absolutely correct. There is rampant fraud and abuse in the SNAP program, as well as a lot of other government programs, primarily because Democrats have always fought us on trying to have simple, common sense provisions so that you can actually check that people are receiving the benefits that they're supposed to be receiving, and also making sure that people are eligible for these benefits. And the last one, simple common sense, that you don't have fraudsters abusing the system. But they don't want to do simple checks in these programs. This is the reason you have rampant fraud. This is the changes that need to happen, or what the president is outlining in his agenda bill we passed earlier this year. We made sure that there were the capabilities to put in these common sense fraud checks so that we can make sure that these systems aren't being abused and that Americans who actually are in need, they're getting the help that they need at this point in time. Other big thing in these programs, the amount of illegal aliens who've gotten some of these benefits from state officials in California, Illinois, New York, etc. All that's got to be wrapped up, and we got to make sure that that's not being utilized in our systems going forward.
Well, you've heard.
Still got more, you guys. We got to get on over to Chicago right now because I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger that you give me today. We're talking about none other than Governor who? Pritzker. He's saying all they're trying to do is feed the people. He threatened, because, you know, of course, I'm sorry, he's saying all that he's trying to do is feed the people as Trump threatens to pull SNAP benefits. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's get into it. I will gladly pay you for a burger on Tuesday. Thank you for the $50 super chat, Jeffrey Spilker. A little for the sound, my friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Look, as you know, they've been gathering databases that are, people should deserve privacy, right? Whether they're a SNAP recipient or not, it should not be information that gets gathered by and then disseminated by the federal government. But, you know, we're obviously following all the rules around SNAP. We always have. Nothing that they're requesting would reveal anything that's untoward about the program. And again, this is all about effectuating a policy that's bad for the United States, bad for the state of Illinois. All we're trying to do is feed people, and everybody in the United States deserves to have a decent 3 squares a day.
Look who's talking. He said that everybody deserves to have three square meals a day. I guarantee you he has more than 3. All right? We're going to keep on letting him see what else he got to say. You know, I kind of cut him off a little early. Go ahead.
And SNAP is really not very much money to provide to people. I don't know why they're going after this program. You want to go after fraud, I mean, real fraud. There are lots of people who are Medicaid providers, Medicare providers out there that the federal government should be looking into to ask, you know, what kind of fraud that they're perpetrating. And indeed, that kind of fraud gets exposed every once in a while. But it seems to me they've taken people off of that job, out of the FBI and then other jobs like the DEA and ATF, all to move them over into immigration work that is ineffectual, inappropriate. We need comprehensive immigration reform, not hunting people down basically.
Okay, we gave you a whole run. So we was nice to you, Mr. Burglar. Let's go. Also, you guys, I want to just give a quick announcement and shout out to our 2 new mods. We got 2 of them in here. People that definitely deserve it, and they already showed me that in person, as well as being so forthright and so, you know, not playing around about getting back on the show and doing what he had to do. Jeff Spilker, welcome to Mod World, baby, my boy. And thank you also for the $50 super chat. I will be putting that towards a brand new audio system today. And also Mark Dorfman. You already know, homie. That's the homie right there. Pulls up on us at certain spots and does what he got to do here every day. So that's right, you guys. Shout out to the brand new mods up in the building. And they deserve it, and they've been here. And they're kicking it with me through terrible audio. So let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Washington, where Trump is moving to pull SNAP benefits from blue states, including California. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep it moving.
It will move forward with its plan to withhold SNAP benefits from states led by Democrats unless those states start providing information on the recipients, including immigration status. NBC4 Station Live on our newsroom said this is the latest now development in the fight over benefits.
That's right, Michael. In October, a federal judge ruled that the administration could not deny SNAP benefits to states that did not provide that information on recipients. But today, the Agricultural Secretary said the government is going to do it anyway because of the problem of fraud. During a cabinet meeting today, Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins said Democratic-controlled states have until next week to provide information on recipients of SNAP benefits or risk losing those benefits, saying the information is necessary to root out rampant fraud.
And they're also saying that if you don't follow up and you don't answer within 3 months, you're going to be taken off. And then you're not going to be able to reapply for another 3 years, y'all. Keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go. Double tap.
186,000.
I know we having a little bit of issues with audio, but I'm sure I'm trying to make up for it with the volume being up and my volume being up as well. So do your boy a favor. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up because the neighbors are about to start knocking and I'm working. So let's keep on going.
Dead people's social security numbers being used. 500,000 people receiving benefits more than twice. We had a couple of people receiving benefits in 6 states.
Rollins saying that data coming from Republican-controlled states who have complied with the administration's request for the Social Security numbers and immigration status of SNAP recipients, a move criticized by Democrats and immigrant activists.
It's very ironic that the Trump administration is now threatening to withhold food from the very people and from the very states that pretty much feed this entire country. We know that undocumented workers represent a huge part of the sector that picks the fruits and vegetables and prepares the food for this entire nation.
Undocumented immigrants are not eligible for SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps, but mixed status families can apply. 42 million Americans participate in SNAP, but Rollins says
now all of a sudden mixed families can apply, whatever like that. But I remember seeing those receipts with $4,000, $10,000, $14,000, $12,000. Remember, the more kids you got, the more money you get. So they were loading that money on those cards for them like crazy. Keep on moving forward, you guys, because we go for this topic right here. Y'all see what's happening. A lot of investigating is happening when it comes down to SNAP benefits. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content. It's Friday. I know we having audio issues, but guess what? We still alive and we still here to do it. Let's keep on moving forward. Guess what? We got a very serious situation over in Washington, or at least that's what they're calling it. The legal experts are saying that there's legitimate evidence against James Comey. Let's keep on going, you guys. I guess they're going to try to bring his case back again because, of course, you know, the lawyer already, judge already threw the case out.
We will not stop until we interview anyone and everyone associated with the subject, the house, and every piece of his life. This is a coast-to-coast investigation. This individual is in this country for one reason and one reason alone. Because of the disastrous withdrawal from the Biden administration and the failure to vet anyway, in any way, shape, or form, this individual and countless others, and this administration has taken the rightful step to stop any.
Also, I'm sorry, I'm just going to let this go as well. This is the individual who did the pow of the 2 soldiers. This is the follow-up as well as what's going on, what's been going on after he's been apprehended. Let's keep on moving, guys. I want you guys to see what they're talking about anyway. Might as well.
Further allowance of people with this similar background into the country.
Our national security, I literally know FBI agents that wanted to retire as quickly as possible because.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I want you guys to hear that too. Okay, let's go. Let's get that right there.
Than taking responsibility and accountability, which the Biden administration has never done.
Right.
They go ahead and say, just let everyone in. Let's just get this thing done as quickly as possible. And that's exactly what they did. Maria, we will be dealing with the repercussions and consequences of their failures for years to come. Our national security, I literally know FBI agents that wanted to retire as quickly as possible because they said, we are sitting ducks, and when things go bad, we will be left picking up the pieces.
Unbelievable. And all the while, there's this weaponization going on under Biden's Justice Department as well. The DOJ today reportedly weighing new.
Why is everyone using ninja transfers?
Ninja transfers is definitely killing them.
Definitely. Okay, bet. Come on, because I called Verizon yesterday. Stop playing. Get back to it. Don't even go.
Criminal charges against former FBI Director Jim Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James after their indictments were dismissed. A judge determining that the U.S. attorney leading the cases was improperly appointed. That was Lindsay Halligan. Comey's former lawyer is suing the Justice Department now, asking the feds to block the use of any seized material found on his hard drive and his personal accounts. Nicole, how does that happen? That he can actually say, oh no, my personal information is off limits.
These individuals involved in this Comey debacle, I'm sorry, but they were absolute narcissists, and they think that they are above the law. And you know what? They have been above the law, Maria. Who have you seen be held accountable up until this point? Nobody. And again, I'm not saying that, this is not political retribution. And people are like, oh, the Trump administration is now just going after their enemies and political opponents. No, actually, that's what the Biden administration did. That is not what the Trump administration is doing. What they are doing is that they are trying to restore justice and do equal enforcement of the law. And as an FBI agent who worked under James Comey, he single-handedly destroyed the agency that I loved working for. And I do believe that he needs accountability. I believe those internally at the FBI that are good, solid FBI 1 agents that I talk about in my book, the 2 FBIs, they want accountability. But I think Americans, we want transparency. We want to know that if you do things that are wrong, you will be held accountable.
I like the way you plugged your book right there, like nobody was going to notice how you did that. You know what I'm saying? I like the way she plugged her book. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. In my book, I talk all about it in my book, the 2 blah, blah, blah. We ain't stupid. We know you're trying to get some sales on your book, homegirl. Let's keep on moving over to New York. I want to, if I can. I know y'all gonna hear this. Make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York. And Eric Adams, get up out of here. How you trying to drop some laws 30 days before you leave office? Not going to work. Let's get on over to do some New York mayor talk real quick. Eric Adams, he issues executive orders ahead of Zoran Mamdani as he takes office. I don't know what he's planning on doing here, but I guess matter of fact, you know what he says? We still got work to do. That's what he said. He said he's still got work to do. Let's get on to this, you guys.
Tension between Mayor Adams and Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani.
All right, Fox 5's Morgan Mackay here with the latest rumblings out of City Hall tonight. Morgan.
Hey, Steve and Natasha. So, Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani isn't waiting on the sidelines until he takes office in less than a month and was out again today passing out free hot chocolate to highlight his freeze-a-rent proposal for rent-stabilized apartments. But Mayor Eric Adams also making moves in the background, specifically to needle Mamdani. Adams has not only spoke about potentially stacking the Rent Guidelines Board with appointees who oppose Mamdani's plan to freeze rents on rent-stabilized apartments, he also last night issued 2 executive orders. One prohibits the city from making business or pension investment decisions that discriminates against Israel. And the second order directs the police commissioner to evaluate proposals that would block protests from occurring close to houses of worship. Both of these orders can be overturned once Mamdani takes office. Adams was asked today, why issue these orders now? And Mamdani also responding.
I have a job to finish. I have not landed the plane on the aircraft carrier and said, job, mission accomplished. I have more stuff to do. We have more stuff to do. There's a host of other things that we're going to churn out.
The mayor is free to issue as many executive orders as he'd like with the less than 30 days that he has in office. And then we will be taking a look at every single one once we actually enter into City Hall.
Now, Adams also has made moves recently to amend the city's budget to add 5,000 more officers. Mamdani would have to eventually approve this change, but he says he wants the level to remain at what it was budgeted for previously, which is 35,000 uniformed officers. Right now, the NYPD only has around 33,600 officers, but Mamdani confirming today he will hire more officers once he takes office.
Number 3, the third thing that he went back on. Remember, first he was going to get rid of the police. Now, he's okay with hiring 15,000 more. So all you Mamdani, not easy super cat, nama super Mamdani voters that thought that he was going to be doing what he said he was, he ain't living up to his promises. Promises you can't keep. He ain't keeping those promises, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward because Mamdani, I'm sorry, buddy. That's number 3 right there. You ain't hold up on the rent because you couldn't. Then you ain't hold up on that free bus crack. All you got was reductions. And now you're with bringing in more police. You know what? I actually like this guy. I actually like him. He did everything the opposite of what I thought he was going to do. I was talking about the Costanza effect. And you know what? This is one time I'm happy that I'm wrong. I'm so happy that I'm wrong about that guy. I'm talking about a snake oil salesman, boy. Every single thing that he promised y'all he was going to do, can do it. Jim, I don't have the power. That's what he's telling y'all right now. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all, because Brooke Rollins makes a bombshell claim is receiving benefits. Well, I told you that was the 6 states right there. Let's get over to Washington and see what Mark Kelly has to say about Pete Hegseth. He says he's unqualified for the position. Let's keep on going, you guys. I'm turned up right now. I know we got bad audio, but you know what? We're still alive. We got another day to keep on pushing, so that's what we're going to do. Let's go.
I just want to be clear. Was there a finding that he violated any regulation or law?
I think you'll be able to see that tomorrow. In the report they talk about DOD rules.
How concerned were you by what you saw in the declassified portion of that report?
I've been concerned about this since this thing started. That you have a Secretary of Defense that shared what he said is unclassified information that was taken off of a secret, system, and shared this on his own cell phone over unsecured app with a bunch of people and a reporter. No offense to all of you. That put those pilots flying those strikes at risk. I was one of those guys flying off the aircraft carrier, and in the 1990s, and I found out Dick Cheney, the Secretary of Defense, was sharing information about launch time and payload, and generally where I was going. I've been really upset because you do not ever expect that from your leadership. And I think this and what's now happening in Venezuela and the Secretary of Defense getting on the stage and saying ridiculous things to generals and admirals and senior enlisted all this demonstrates that he is unqualified for this job.
But do you think there will be any disciplinary or legal action against him?
That's a good question for the White House. Because, like I said when the signal gate thing started, they hired the wrong guy. Mike Waltz was not the guy that should have been fired. Pete Hegseth should have been fired.
What did you learn that wasn't in the United States?
Not much.
The finding was that the information should have been classified, correct?
I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters at all. I mean, what matters is were people at risk? Should a Secretary of Defense been using his personal cell phone and signal? Every one of you can answer that question.
What are you hoping to hear from Admiral Bradley tomorrow?
Well, I'm not going to hear from him.
Okay. Well, what are you hoping you will tell the leaders of these committees?
I expect that he is going to tell them exactly what happened and why he felt the order that he sent down. Well, first of all, what was the order he got from Pete Hegseth, who was in the room, and why he decided that this was the right thing to do.
You're talking about the second strike on the Venezuelan boat right there, you guys. They're really fighting hard about that Venezuelan situation right there. Yesterday it was another person. I think it was, what's her name? Ingram was talking about it. They're really going gung-ho for the Venezuela drug smugglers. Do your boy a favor. I know the audio ain't 1,000, but I would appreciate if you could double tap that screen and get those likes up. If you appreciate the show that you're watching right now. Also, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Also, incredibly problematic is what they're saying about the Somalian immigrants. It's an expose really quickly I want you guys to check out. Where these Somalian people are saying that they prefer Shawi law over United States law. And even a lot of these people that are Americanized and born here feel the same way. Follow up on the trucker story that we showed you guys 2 days ago, where the trucker was saying, if you don't like it here, you can kick a rock for a block. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Do your boy a favor, like I said, double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. Let's go. What we got this? Right here. Let's go.
Minneapolis a few years ago to speak to members of the Somalian community about their attitude to America, and you asked, do they prefer living under American law or Sharia law?
Sharia law. I'm a Muslim. I prefer Sharia law. Sharia law, yes.
You prefer Sharia law over American law?
Of course, yeah.
And do you find most of your friends feel the same way?
Yeah, of course, if you're Muslim, yeah.
Is it right to kill somebody who insults Muhammad?
Yeah, because she is just, she had the religion, I understand. So she shouldn't beat up the prophet, you know?
Do you understand why people would want to attack her?
Yeah.
If you had a choice, would you rather live here or would you rather live in another country? I'd rather live in another country where people.
He said, if you had a choice, would you rather live here or would you rather live somewhere else? He said, I'd rather live in a Muslim country with my people.
Would you prefer to live in America or prefer to live in Somalia?
For me, I think it's Somalia.
I would rather live in Somalia.
I'm not Americanized. I just speak fluent and you know what I mean. I'm articulate and I can articulate what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean. That's about it. But other than that, I mean, as far as my culture and my practices and everything, it's still Somali. You know what I mean.
I mean, how widespread was that sentiment among those you spoke to?
Incredibly widespread. It was almost every single person I spoke to. And by the way, most of the people I approached didn't speak English, as I said before. No, look, these views are antithetical to liberal democracies in general, and this country in particular. And that one kid, that one younger black kid who had the Brooklyn Nets hat on, really kind of highlighted how interesting and disturbing it was. And he said, that, look, you look at me, you see a regular American kid, right? Look at a regular American black kid, but I'm not. He goes, yeah, I front that way, but in reality, I am not fundamentally American. I am fundamentally Somalian. He was born here in the U.S. I remember that kid. It was a while ago, but I found that conversation so striking. Yes.
Somebody's saying Sky News is not a good network. It's like a corrupt network. So what my question is, does it take away from what the guy actually said out of his mouth? Huh? I understand what you're talking about as the network, because a lot of people love doing that. They try to alienate one thing, so you try to shut down the entire platform or what we're trying to actually provide over here, which is information, so that human beings like myself can have our own choice of if we want to believe that or not. We don't get caught up in the rabbit hole stuff. Oh, it's this network. No, we move like this. We jump over rabbit holes over here and we keep it moving. We don't get caught up in stuff like that. But we do listen to what comes out of people's mouths. And if you're angry about that, maybe you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's not about, I'm saying, trying to please yourself. And it's not about what people do. It's about what they actually say. I'm sorry, not about what they say. It's what they actually do. And what they're saying right there is actions like, you know what? We would rather be under our own law, our own people. So you hear them saying that out of their own mouths. So if you're worried about the network, I don't understand how that fits in. It has nothing to do with the network. You mad at them for putting it out there? Or you're saying that all of the stuff on the network is a lie? That's not true, because they're getting information and they're reporting it. We're human beings. It's up to us to figure out if we're going to believe it or not. Okay? Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go. I love when people try to worry about the network. Oh, it's Fox. He talking, it's BBC. I say the same thing every single time. If somebody comes running out of the house, oh my God, fire. Are you going to wait for the house to burn down, or are you going to call the fire department? Let's keep on moving, y'all. Let's go.
It's incredibly problematic. And I don't think it's wrong or racist to call out the truth. Sorry.
Yeah, I wanted them to say that part right there. Oh, Sky News. Oh, Fox. Oh, I love when people do that. I love when people try to alienate networks, because it has nothing to do with the network. That's like saying, oh, the court system. The court system ain't have nothing to do with the person that committed the crime. It just happens to be processing it. Yeah. And we get a lot of these networks that do lie. I'm not going to front now. We get a lot of fake news out here. So that's when it comes to us being smart enough to disseminate if it's good information or not. That's when we do our research. Let's keep on moving forward, because now we got to get into this situation where 400 people are having a hearing that they've been detained by ICE. It's happening on Tuesday, you guys. 400 people have been detained by ICE.
A high-profile immigration case is back in court today. 3 judges will hear arguments on whether hundreds of people detained by ICE should be released on bond. Our Darius Johnson is live outside the Dirksen Federal Building with where this stands this morning. Darius, good morning.
Hey there, ladies. Good morning to the both of you. That hearing is set for 1 o'clock this afternoon, and a lower court judge said federal agents arrested hundreds of immigrants without warrants or probable cause and ordered them to be released. But that order was paused along with their release, and now an appeals court will take up this issue. Today's case, Nava, and DHS is centered around a 2022 consent decree. Attorneys for hundreds of detainees say federal agents violated that decree. In court filings, DHS called the lower court's ruling an unlawful intrusion into immigration enforcement operations, while advocates argue there were flagrant violations of the 2022 agreement. While this case has been on hold, some detainees have still been deported. Our legal analyst, Irv Miller, says the key question today is whether the court will lift or continue the stay.
Then the issue becomes the stay, whether or not the 600 or so people that are in custody will be released right away, or the stay will be continued, which means they have to stay in custody until the three judges make up their minds and make a decision.
We got to keep on moving forward. I got more for you guys coming out of New York. We got this teenager that's been arrested because he did something that, oh man, I'm just getting so tired of reporting on. What's going on with this fire situation and igniting people? Also, y'all, do me a favor. Brand new mod stepped in and working on trying to help us with the audio already. Thank Jeffrey Spilker for the $50 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you on that. Everybody, show Jeffrey Spilker some love now. Also, want to ask you guys, let's get on over to this teenager who was locked up. And I really hope that they don't let him out, because he set somebody on. Yeah, they found him, guys. The other day we reported that a man was laying down in Times Square and his pants had been set on ablaze. They finally found this guy. Let's get into it, you guys. Got some follow-up stories that we're doing right now. Let's go. And he's a teenager, too. Check this out.
An arrest has been made in a heinous crime that took place on a New York City subway train. A man's pants set on fire.
Come on, don't play with me.
Well, he was sleeping. The burn so bad, police say they found charred skin in the seat from the victim. It happened early Monday morning on a 3 train near Midtown. Eyewitness News reporter Savon Kim has the latest on the teenager who is now in police custody tonight. Savon?
Well, Sade, detectives think the suspect walked onto a train at the 34th Street Penn Station stop, lit the homeless man's pants on fire, then walked back out onto the platform. What's unclear at this hour is why. 18-year-old Hiram Carrero from Harlem has been charged with attempted murder, assault, arson, criminal mischief, and reckless endangerment. He had nothing to say as he was walked out of the 9th precinct in handcuffs. He was arrested today, but this happened Monday about 3 in the morning on a northbound 3 train. It was an off-duty MTA employee who saw the smoke when that train pulled into the Times Square station and alerted police. The 56-year-old victim was burned so badly that investigators found charred skin on the train seat he was sitting on. He was rushed to Cornell Medical Center for significant burn injuries. Now, because the victim was asleep, though, detectives are having a little bit of difficulty piecing this all together. Reporting live in the East Village, Stefan Ken, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Oh, again, you guys see that? Kathy Joku Holcomb strikes again. Times Square, right in the heart of New York. And y'all be telling me I'm fear-mongering. Oh, why are you saying that, Bugatti? It's not like that. It's not. Yeah, okay. And they already told you that there's not enough police. We saw a video before with that. So now what am I lying about? Again, a lot of people don't like the truth. And when you deliver the truth, they don't like you. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I really appreciate y'all hanging in there with me today. It's Friday. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Try to get those numbers up today. We working with what we got. We got to get on. We're going to stay in New York right now with Luigi. That's right. I'm not talking about Mario's brother. We've been following up with this story all week because he returns to court on the anniversary of his high profile. I can't say that word. Let's keep on moving forward. It starts with an A, and it's that assa word that gets me in trouble that I say, and I can't say it, especially on him.
Suspect in the United
Even with bad audio.
Healthcare CEO killing is in court today exactly a year after the New York City murder. Defense attorneys are trying for a 3rd day to convince a judge not to let prosecutors use key evidence in the trial. And right now, an Altoona police officer is testifying about the arrest. Defense attorneys say violated the suspect's rights. ABC's legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer is here with more on that. Hi, Brian. So there's sort of 3 points of focus here, right? The arrest itself, the search of the bag, and the way that they questioned Luigi Mangione.
Absolutely. So when you're looking at it, there are 3 different, like, smaller hearings within this hearing. It's about the search of Luigi Mangione's person, as well as the backpack being the bigger one, statements that were given pre-Miranda, and then also identification. And so what it comes to the statements, the interesting part there is when you talk about someone being arrested, you have to give them Miranda warnings, not because you can't arrest them because of it, because you can't use any statements against them. And if they're arrested, they're not able to leave, they're detained, they don't necessarily have handcuffs on them. So there's gray area as to where that line is and when statements can be used and when statements can't be used. That's a big contention in this hearing right now.
The prosecution has shown a lot of body cam footage throughout this hearing. How do you think that's going to play into this?
I think the body cam video is probably the biggest part of this hearing. We saw on Tuesday, there was a break on Wednesday with the case, that the defense, Karen Nifolo, didn't really ask a lot of questions. I know that might be somewhat surprising, but in a case like this, you're probably being more strategic. You don't want to ask too many questions of the witness because they can cure or kind of correct what might have happened in the video, give their impression as to why they thought this, like why they thought there was a bomb inside the backpack, even though there's no reason to believe that. But I think they're going to go based on the video and say, look at the video, look at the bag, look how he was detained, look how he was held. He should have been Mirandized. They should not have searched his bag without a warrant. That's our argument. Don't really get lost in the questions.
The way you describe it, it sounds very straightforward. The bag wasn't near him. It wasn't within his reach. There was no active threat at the time, and so no reason to search the bag without a warrant. But you also say that these cases are difficult to win, right? The argument that the defense is making. How do you see this playing out, and why is it such a difficult argument?
I think it's going to depend on how much the judge is going to credit the officer's own words and whether or not he's going to find that to be credible. The biggest example I can give is that we hear on body-worn camera, at least on 2 occasions, the officer mentioning that the safety of the backpack, putting it to the side, believing there might be a bomb there, either at McDonald's or at the precinct. Now, if you take that officer's words at face value, you say, okay, there's a threat here. Search the backpack, you allow for it. That's the exigent circumstance that the law allows you to do that. But then you go a little bit deeper and say, okay, if you thought there was a bomb there, why did you not call the bomb squad at both the McDonald's and when you brought it back to the precinct? Why didn't you do the steps that you would have done if you truly believed there was a danger within the bag? Now, where is the judge going to fall? I'm sorry, as an attorney who practices in New York, often the judge falls and says, you know what, he said he was fearful, so that's it. I'm not going to look at his actions. I'm going to look at his words. And that's why, as a defense attorney, this is so hard.
Here we go, y'all. Y'all see the breakdown on that? I hope y'all heard what he said. That was actually a good breakdown right there. Made a lot of sense. Now it's time to get on over to the UK. You know we can't do it without talking about Andrew. As soon as we get some new information on it, we're going to bring it to you. The UK, ex-Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is digging his heels into the royal eviction, says one biographer. That's right, he's getting evicted. He's supposed to be trying to walk away with $500,000, but for some reason he hasn't done the renovations he was supposed to do, and they're not trying to give him his dough.
No, I mean, there needs to be a proper audit of his finances. And I've been calling for years for something called a royal register. Our parliamentarians have to have a register of their business interests, and that would avoid them getting involved in deals that might be embarrassing, make sure that everything is above board. And they've also been asking for his daughters to go through the same audit. And I think it's very revealing that none of them are prepared to do that. I think the royals are not used to spending their own money. They like spending other people's money. And Andrew and Sarah Ferguson got used to that. Everything is being provided for them. And I think he just thought he could get away without doing the work that was required. But there's no doubt there's plenty of money. I mean, we know, for example, from the charity he set up, Pitch the Palace, which turned out to actually be a scam. Pitch the Palace Global took 2% cut off investors' income in this charity. That he was drawing from that until it was closed recently, to basically cover his overheads. You know, there were complaints made to her by people in the democratic trade industry about the spike in expenses. And in fact, he was actually made a minister of state, which is like a junior politician's, on the basis that then he wouldn't have to declare his expenses. They're kind of all covered up.
Free money.
I'm told that many of the records of his time as a special envoy have been destroyed already, and this was his taxpayer-funded post. So this conspiracy to protect him began very, very early on. So that's some of the stuff that's coming out. I'm getting other members of staff coming with all sorts of stories about the way that they behaved, more stories about how Sarah and Andrew worked together in a sort of Bonnie and Clyde operation, selling access, more on their activities in Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan, particularly linked to sex trafficking rings, and indeed murders of journalists who were investigating those rings. I'm not saying that they were linked to the murders, but the people who were running these rings had no compunction about killing people who were investigating them.
Oh, so a lot of stuff is starting to tie up and starting to link together because, again, the armor is off of Andrew now. And if y'all heard that, I hope you did loud and clear, especially towards the end of it when it came down to him saying the other stuff that I couldn't really get into. Double tap that screen. Let's try to get those likes up because we got a situation with dilapidated forms of Prince Andrew trashes his royal estate. And like I said, he might not be getting no money back. Let's keep on going forward, you guys. He was supposed to be fixing this place up, and then he may get something back. But that is not happening now because they're saying the state of the mansion that he's in, called the Royal Lodge, he has not done the work that he's supposed to say he was going to do.
Yeah, they know how to do it. What's Andrew Mountbatten Windsor? What's the latest on Andrew? I saw that that place he'd been living in has basically been trashed. It might cost $1 million to fix it up.
Yes, well, it seems that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has not been keeping his royal estate up to the level that it should be, and it's become very dilapidated, Steve. Now, he was looking at perhaps getting £500,000 because he is going to leave the premises prematurely, as we know. He said that he's going to leave, but it's on the condition that the estate is kept in good condition. And it's emerged that it is in very poor condition. So he has just got mounting woes, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, from this property, and he's got 12 months to do so. But it's expected, Steve, he will move out in the new year and move to Sandringham after Christmas because they will not want the royal family that awkward exchange if Andrew's up in Sandringham when they have their traditional annual Christmas celebrations there.
Yeah, so he's been excommunicado from the family as well as Royal Lodge as well as his duties. He hasn't been doing the duties anyway, but he's been getting free money for nothing. Took his coat of armor down, took his name, he's no longer a prince. They're doing him dirty. I think that he's going to probably be getting down with Sarah Ferguson, when it comes down to that tell-all book. Let's keep on moving forward to Little St. John. Epstein, private island, videos open to the public, exclusive footage. Showed you guys some of the footage yesterday, but we got much more. So let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
Criminal conduct. But I think what's important for me as an investigative reporter is that these images we've never seen inside, and they correspond and speak to what so many of the women who were abused on this island, how they described the rooms, how they described the layout. It just gives them additional credibility for the kind of really horrific things that they have described, not just to journalists, but also to members of law enforcement.
Yeah, I mean, Virginia Giuffre, who has died, had said that some of the worst abuse she suffered occurred on this island.
Absolutely. It was a place that was hard to get to. You had to get on a helicopter to get to the island or a boat. It was specifically designed to be a place for pleasure for the powerful and for the weak to be stranded there. To the point that Sarah Ransom, one of the survivors, tried to swim off even though the current is quite severe, and she was willing to risk her life. That was how terrible the experience was on the island. And we know that Virginia was severely raped on this island. I also would have wished that Virginia was alive today. I would have asked her all about that dentist chair and what that meant and what that was, because to me there's something sadistic about it.
It's kind of creepy. I mean, it's bizarre to have a dentist chair in somebody's private.
Also, just no one wants to go to the dentist. There's something dark about it. The masks on the wall. There's a leeriness to it all. It's almost like you're walking through a crime scene. I mean, you are walking through a crime scene. When I see the rooms, they're kind of hotel type rooms, could be for anybody. It has just
there's kind of no personality other than sort of creepiness to these things. Otherwise, there is this sort of anonymity to it, of sort of anonymous hotel room somewhere in the Caribbean.
Exactly, and it's interesting. You could even see from the picture of the cameras. I mean, there are cameras everywhere. They're being recorded. You could say for security, but also what I had heard from the survivors that they believe that they were always being recorded there. Even this.
Everyone was being recorded because Jeffrey Epstein was blackmailing people. I'm telling you, I got an expose coming at 6 o'clock. We're gonna go buy another mic. We'll have another one by 6 o'clock. Hopefully it's not the phone. If it's the phone, that means I gotta buy another phone. I don't know what it is, but we'll get another Hollyland. We'll go down to our B&H, take care of that. And then we'll be back up for the spotlight at 6 o'clock. And we should have better audio with a brand new mic setup. I don't have to wait. I got some coffee in the kitchen. I ain't gotta wait for y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. I'm gonna go on over to Epstein Island because there's more information that is being displayed here. You know how we do over here. We try to get as much as possible. Every little nook and cranny.
We're now getting never-before-seen photos and videos of the Caribbean island belonging to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. House Democrats on the House Oversight Committee released these images of several bedrooms, bathrooms, and odd furniture at what looks to be a luxury resort. Joining us live is CBS News congressional correspondent Nicole Killian. Nicole, what do these images and videos reveal about Epstein's island that we didn't know before?
Well, look, a lot of this information is information that the committee has been pressing for and asking for from the Justice Department with respect to their ongoing investigation. And as we know, when the committee gets information, sometimes it's handled in a way where Democrats have been putting out some of this information. I did actually have a chance to speak with the chair of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer, who once again accused Democrats of cherry picking some of this information and these photos because not much context was given behind it. We also know, though, the Democrats on the committee were able to obtain some additional information with respect to some of the bank accounts that the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein used. So they said that information will also be forthcoming. But we have seen at times this committee release information kind of on a party line basis. And so again, in this case, Chair Comer saying that he believes some of this information was cherry picked. I also asked him if he has any update on the Justice Department release of the full Epstein files following that vote we saw both in the House and the Senate last month. He said that he has not gotten any information or updates on the Justice Department schedule to release the Epstein
Oh, I guess that was enough.
files, but keep in mind
much more than 2 minutes. We're gonna keep on moving forward. We're staying on the same topic. Don't worry about it, you guys, because now we got some ridiculous and insulting commentary. I'm not even gonna say commentary. I can't even believe this one right here. Ridiculous and insulting. Epstein victims say that Ghislaine Maxwell's request for release from prison, she's out of her mind. How dare you ask to be released from prison after all the stuff that allegedly that they're saying that you did, and not even allegedly, that you're actually convicted for. She's asking the judge to get out of jail. Check this out.
Convicted sex trafficker and Jeffrey Epstein co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell says she plans to ask a judge to release her from prison. She's also looking to stop the release of the grand jury transcripts. A new letter submitted by her lawyer claims Maxwell would suffer severe harm if those records are publicized, something the Justice Department is petitioning the court to do amid the mounting pressure to release all of the Epstein files. Joining me now is Eric Vidali, a partner and managing attorney at the Bloom firm who represents 11 Epstein survivors. Eric, welcome. So it is not clear what legal grounds Maxwell will argue in her plea for release, but will she have a strong case to make?
I hope not. I certainly don't know of any grounds that would allow a convicted child sex trafficker who was already in a minimum security resort-style prison to be released from prison. I'm unfamiliar with any authority that would give her the grounds. And frankly, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's insulting. I think it's appalling that she's continuing to interfere, that she's continuing to try to get more and more special treatment. I mean, Ghislaine Maxwell is probably the most nicely treated convicted child sex trafficker I've ever heard of. I don't know of any other convicted child sex traffickers who are allowed to play with puppies and are getting special meals in their, minimum security resort. So frankly, I think she should just, shut up really and just sit behind bars and wait out the rest of her sentence.
Well, I'm going to say, Eric, that your sentiment is
is not alone. There are a lot of people who feel the same way. So what would compel her to do this? Is it a level of...
Nope, come on, we want it. We want it, come on, stop playing.
hubris? Is it that she has some sort of an idea that someone in the administration would say, you know what, you've paid your dues to society, we're gonna let you go?
I think it's a combination of both. I mean, she's clearly someone who appears to be very entitled. You know, I was at her criminal trial, and I recall her defense attorney in their opening statement compared Jeffrey Epstein to James Bond 007. I mean, it's almost as if her and her team like live in this alternate reality where either they truly believe she did nothing wrong or are unwilling to admit it. It's really baffling where she gets this sort of sense of entitlement, thinks that she should be getting this special treatment, thinks that she should be interfering with, you know, the grand jury and the release of files and the release of documents. It's so insulting.
Yep, and keep on moving forward, you guys, now, because we got to go. We got more to go. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's get on to our lead story right now, where Erika Kirk, wife of Charlie Kirk, defends the Second Amendment, saying Charlie's murderer has nothing to do with pow problems, is what she says. Let's keep on moving forward. Not pow, but the actual GUN. Got to be careful with my words, even though we got bad audio.
That's not a gun problem. That's a human, deeply human problem. I support the Second Amendment as well. Right. And what I've realized through all of this is that you can have individuals that will always resort to violence.
The mom of the two decided to forgive the suspect who powed her husband. During the Turning Point USA event at Utah Valley University on September 10th.
I forgive him.
Kirk, a former Miss America USA, took over Turning Point USA, the nonprofit her husband founded in the wake of his demise, his death.
On September 10th, 2025, at age 31, Charlie Kirk was assassinated while addressing a group of students. The United States honors him as a martyr for truth and freedom.
Yes, guys. So that's basically her words. That's what she feels about the situation. It's just kind of like this. And I hate for you guys. Hope you guys don't take this the wrong way. It's not the pit bull owner. I mean, it's not the pit bull. It's the owner. It's not the pow itself. It's the owner. It's people that have to be more responsible when they have weapons and stuff like that. But now let's get on over to. Now, what y'all want to do? You want to be ballers, shot callers, brawlers. Okay, told you guys already. Let's go now. We got some more P. Diddy information as he fights to stop 50 Cent's Netflix series. That's right, you guys. He does not want that Netflix series to come out. The one that you see 50 Cent's promoting the other day. Check this out, you guys. Puffy's fighting back, and he's got his lawyers on top of it.
Overnight, lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs trying to stop the release of a Netflix docuseries Duet. Out today.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business.
Now, notice how this dude, I don't know if you guys notice it, he kind of makes it like the lawyers did the wrong deeds. Look, this is what I want y'all to do. Y'all figure it out. Y'all the lawyers. Y'all figure it out. And I'm going to get back to y'all when y'all figure something out. I'm going to go to the other end of the phone like, homie, you the one that had the baby on. Yo, come on, y'all, let's keep going.
The series contains never-before-seen footage of Combs debating strategy with his lawyers in the days leading up to his arrest in New York last year.
I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution.
It also includes video of Combs greeting fans in Harlem. And then saying this about the interaction moments later.
I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on, I got. I've been down the streets amongst the people. Yeah, I gotta take it back.
He said, "Yeah, I've been on the streets amongst the people. I need some hand sanitizer. And they've been all touching on me and everything like that. Can't be out there like that." That's crazy, crazy. So they're using all this footage for.
Combs' lawyers are demanding Netflix pull the series, threatening legal action, claiming Netflix is using stolen footage that was never authorized for release as part of what they call a shameful hit piece. The series is executive produced by Combs' longtime rival.
I gotta stop right here. I have to, because there's somebody that keeps on popping up in these pictures. We're not talking about this guy right here. We already know that 50 Cent got history with Diddy. Anybody see who that is back there? Does anybody see who that is back there in that shot right there? And she also said that she wasn't at no Epstein parties. So you mean to tell me she was also at possible... Who that right there, y'all? Who's that? Who is that? Let me move my hand. Anybody see who that is? That's not Karen. Her dad owns a big multi-million dollars hotels. And her name starts with an H.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and director Alex Stapleton, who said, quote, "We obtained the footage legally and have the necessary rights," end quote. Before the cease and desist demand was sent yesterday,
That was her,
Stapleton and Jackson
right.
sat down with
That's right,
Robert
Jocelyn.
Roberts to discuss the series.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for giving the victims a platform?
It's not personal.
The show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. Not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this.
Combs is serving 4 years in prison on prostitution-related charges.
I'm telling you right now, when that man come home, everybody gonna be acting totally different. Hey, yo, Puff, yo, what's up, son? Yo, how you doing? Yo, everything good? Yo, yeah. They're not even gonna be thinking no way the way y'all thinking right now. And then also, he gonna be on some payback. I knew you good niggas from way back. Payback. I knew you niggas from way back. He gonna pay some people back. Don't think he just gonna take this a nice way. Don't think that he just gonna take this laying down. Let's keep on moving forward. Sad story we got to get into right now from New York / Long Island, where a couple lost their lives to their son. Terrible, tragic situation right here, you guys. But it's new breaking news, and we got to let you guys know what's going on. Let's go.
Now the developing story on Long Island, and it is a family tragedy. An elderly couple is dead after they were stabbed to death inside the deli they own in Bethpage. Their son is now in custody, and the community there is stunned by this incident. Long Island reporter Stacey Sager is live in Bethpage in Nassau County with the very latest on what we know. Stacey.
Well, Liz, what we know is this was an elderly couple, very well known around here because their deli here in Bethpage, well, it was a staple. What we also know is what several eyewitnesses tell us, that for some reason, one of their grown children, a son, admitted that he stabbed both of them here this morning, and then he calmly walked right out.
Their family grieving on this horrifying day here in Bethpage. The elderly couple who ran A&A Italian Deli here on Hicksville Road, they were both stabbed to death early this morning in what appears to be an absolute family tragedy. Joe Boros, a longtime customer, was inside the deli at the time.
This is the worst thing that ever happened to me in my lifetime, and I'm 97 years old.
He explains that one of the couple's children, their son, showing no emotion, admitted to the alleged crime.
I just seen the son walking out, and he says that I just stabbed my parents, and that was it.
And nothing else.
Nothing else. He was very cool and like nothing happened.
Moments later, another eyewitness shooting this video on his cell phone showing the couple's son taken by police and then placed down on the ground.
He was just sitting there and didn't run, nothing, didn't put up a fight, anything. I just seen bloody hands when they turned him around. That was all.
The son's car remaining here at the scene throughout the day as investigators collected evidence. Meanwhile, this community was in absolute shock as A&A has been a go-to here for more than 3 decades.
They were just hardworking people, you know? I mean, a staple, like in this neighborhood for so long. Like, it's crazy to believe they're not here anymore.
Yeah, but you know, an Italian family, they always arguing, it's always loud in there, but you know, they always got along. I never saw a problem with anybody or anything like that. No, they were great people.
Great people, and the deli here was known to be packed in the mornings. The couple was known, if you didn't have enough money, they said, don't worry, and they never turned anybody away. Now you can see police remain on the scene for this homicide investigation. If there was any sign of mental illness from the son, they want to know what red flags there could have been. Certainly, no one expected this.
Terrible, tragic event right there, you guys. We definitely want to pray for the families that lost in this, that got lost in this one here. Both of them, two elderly, mother and father. The community already showing that they missed them. Terrible event right there. We want to pray for their souls, Lord, and ask that you accept them. Amen. Thank you so much. Terrible event right there. And they said that he didn't even say nothing. He didn't even flinch. Just kept it moving. We got to keep on moving forward now, because we got this hospital that fires a worker after the mother was in a waiting room waiting to give birth. I mean, writhing in pain, and they had her sitting there in a wheelchair. And I think that they fired this lady. They said that they fired her, as well as a change in practices in this hospital. Let's keep it moving, you guys. Let's go.
And a delivery driver suspected of committing.
Matter of fact, hold on a minute. We got to get to this other situation right here first. We got this delivery driver who, I'm talking about, this dude went on a binge. He's just driving around on Rhode Island, suspected of committing at least 16 robberies. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
First at 10, a delivery driver suspected of committing at least 16 armed robberies across Providence County.
And this one owner, he wasn't playing. He started picking up all the liquor bottles. Shing, shing. That probably would have been something that I would have did too.
Hey, thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Heggie. Tonight we're hearing from some of the victims. 12 News reporter Lauren Brill joins us with what they're saying about the arrest. Lauren?
Well, those I spoke with say they've had their guard up after this, and they're thankful this man is in custody. Now, they showed me shocking surveillance video of the moment they say the suspect attempted to rob their store. Caught on camera, the owner of United Wine and Spirits in Providence fighting off a man attempting to rob his store armed with a knife.
I was completely panicked. I just wanted to protect myself.
The owner, who did not want to show his face on camera, tells me this happened last week around 10 at night. Thankfully, the suspect wasn't able to get away with any cash.
He had a knife in his hand, so I had to throw one more bottle over here. I don't know, I just threw anything in my hand, trying to save myself.
And it worked.
This is the man authorities say is connected to the crime, 36-year-old Kyrie Alston. It's not the first time he's been accused of this. He's suspected of committing at least 16 armed robberies in Providence, Johnston, Woonsocket, and in Cranston, where police say 6 robberies happened at businesses across their city, including here at Capitol Liquors.
Call 911 and I say emergency, this is somebody robbed with the knife.
Co-owner Nicole Patel says this robbery happened earlier this week, and the suspect took around $1,600 worth of cash out of the register. He showed us this startling surveillance video where the suspect can be seen threatening his son with a knife.
Jumping on the counter and showed a big large knife. And I'm so scared about that.
This is body-worn camera footage of the moment Alston was eventually
And he got the Amazon outfit on, y'all.
taken into custody Tuesday night after an armed robbery at Moon Market in Cranston.
16 robberies caught on film. You're going to be going down for a little while, buddy. Locked up and they let him out.
He appeared in court this afternoon on charges related to 10 cases of first-degree robbery in Providence County and an assault charge. In the footage, he can be seen dressed as a driver that delivers packages, wearing an Amazon jacket. Amazon says they're looking into the situation. Meanwhile, Cranston police tell us the suspect used his work truck during the robberies in their city. All of these incidents remain under investigation.
So he was a part-time Amazon driver and a full-time you-know-what. You guys get it. Part-time Amazon, full-time you-know-what. Let's keep on moving forward now, because now we got to get on over to the lady I told you about with the hospital. She was pregnant, sitting there writhing in pain. Let's go. Let's get into it, you guys.
There are new developments tonight after a viral video of a pregnant woman in labor at a Mesquite hospital became public.
Dallas Regional Medical Center officials tell Fox 4 a staff member captured on video at her computer as the pregnant woman screamed in agony is now off the job. The hospital says it's also training employees to recognize signs of imminent delivery, as well as training on empathy and compassionate care. So all this comes shortly after lawyers for the woman sent the hospital a letter demanding a meeting. Fox 4's David Santendry spoke to the attorney and has more.
Yeah, somebody said, damn, he had a job, but it was an Amazon job. I guess he wasn't getting paid enough, y'all. He wasn't satisfied with his pay.
More on the hospital investigation.
Right now. By now, you might have seen the viral video. A mother, Tiara Jones, in painful, active labor at Dallas Regional Medical Center in Mesquite on November 11th, while a hospital staffer sits at a computer nearby.
It's clear that she's in a great deal of pain and that she is in the end stages of labor, that she's going to have a baby imminently.
Attorney Sarah Reich now represents Jones.
She ends up delivering in the waiting room of the hospital because they refuse to provide her with medical care, even though she's clearly experiencing an emergent medical event.
Last Wednesday, Reich's law firm sent a letter to Dallas Regional Medical Center's CEO, Chief Nursing Officer, and General Counsel asking for a meeting.
We're seeking answers.
Reich says no one has responded to the letter.
Why did this happen? Why was she left in the reception area and not treated when she was clearly in active labor? What is the hospital doing to make changes? How are they going to avoid this happening in the future?
This happened at Dallas Regional Medical Hospital, you guys. Just in case you want to know, I'm going to keep on looking into this story just in case there's more that comes out of it. Let's keep on moving forward now. We got something that's very important right here. Now, this one right here is the one I really want you guys to see no matter what. Don't care about audio. We got the feds that seized over 1,500 pounds of F hidden in BlackBerry shipments. I'm talking about, oh man, and we about to get heavy on it right now. Check this out, you guys. Let's check this out.
That happened earlier. Let's play out the update from Fox 5 Atlanta, then we'll play out the full news conference for you right here on Live Now.
Methamphetamine has destroyed families, it's ruined lives, people have overdosed and died, and it happens every day.
A major victory is nearly 1,600 pounds of meth taken off North Georgia streets. Officials say Mexican cartels are to blame. The discovery and arrest took place November 20th, one in Hall County, the other in southeast Atlanta, as the drugs were hidden in pallets of blackberries on the back of trucks worth tens of millions of dollars.
GBI and the Hall County Sheriff's Office arrested two men who, as of earlier this week, are now facing federal drug trafficking charges. Gerardo Solario Alvarado and Nelson Enrique Sorto.
See how much that is? Oh my God. What was they trying to do?
Have been charged with possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. And Solario Alvarado has also been charged with conspiring to commit that crime.
A third truck was found empty, but the driver of that truck was taken into custody and is set to be deported.
Those trafficking narcotics into our communities, we utilize anything. So we've seen all kinds of produce, but we've seen just about anything you can think of, from building materials to compartments in vehicles.
I've been with Hall County 39 years, largest seizure we have ever had. This investigation and indictment and future prosecution serves a clear message that drug trafficking has no place in our communities anywhere in the state of Georgia.
A collaborative effort by federal, state, and local agencies, all working together to keep you safe.
Stop and realize that for a moment. This did not make it. But what if it had? That's a hero moment, as I refer to it. A moment to praise our men and women in law enforcement.
Think about that. 1,600 pounds of meth there seized. And here, live down from Fox, we go beyond the sound bites. Now we want to show you the full news conference out of Atlanta from earlier today.
2 weeks ago,
I wanted you guys. I was wondering if they was going to show the 18-wheeler that they pulled it from, because they actually had another clip where they was showing the 18-wheeler that they pulled that meth from. That was a lot right there. That's a good story right there. because they got it off the streets and they saved a lot of people's lives. Y'all appreciate that right there. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I understand we only need about 20-something more likes to hit a nice number for today. I'm not even worried about it, but I'd appreciate it. Let's get on over to the, oh my God, we got another one. 92,000 pounds. Whoa, we got another one, y'all. You know I like to show these monumentous amounts of stuff that get caught up. So yeah, we got a 92,000 pound situation over here.
Thank you for tuning in to Live Now from Fox. We're turning our attention to a story that takes us down to Florida after more than 90,000 pounds of a substance or a drug said to contain deadly amounts of opioid was seized in northern Florida. Joining us live now to discuss this and bring an update to this entire situation is Fox 35 Orlando's Marley Capper. She is joining us now. Marley, this is a huge amount that was seized by police.
Good morning. Yeah, the suspect has actually had prior involvement with police as early as the age of 19. That's according to the sheriff's office here. And right now they're calling this case Breaking Bad on steroids. Take a look at the video. You can see the deputies say they teamed up with the DEA, ATF, and Palm Bay police to confiscate 92,000 pounds of a substance used to make a drug known as 7-OH, a drug that's 3 times stronger than morphine. Florida recently passed an emergency law banning it. Investigators say the suspect, 26-year-old Maxwell Horvata, also had materials to create large amounts of explosives, along with 3 dozen guns and thousands of rounds of ammunition.
Folks, this is what danger looks like right here. Everything that you see behind us, everything you see in front of us is a red flag for disaster. It is. I mean, you look, the guy was making his own suppressors, fully automatic weapons, explosive devices. This guy was either looking to engage war or looking to arm those and furnish to those that are. And you see, even had, as you can see in the video, even had a 50 cal on a tripod, ready to do serious damage.
The sheriff's office says this is the largest seizure of its kind in U.S. history, and then Horvata could spend the rest of his life in federal prison. Currently, he is in the Brevard County Jail. Sheriff Wayne Ivey says he is waiting on federal indictment.
Well, that's something that you would think somebody had in a factory somewhere where a whole bunch of people are trying to do some manufacturing. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen and y'all appreciate the content that y'all getting right now, because you ain't getting it from nowhere else. We got to keep on moving forward now, because this is a heartbreaking video. And yes, you guys, I really want you to see this one. An 88-year-old veteran who can't afford to retire. Could you imagine that? Working 88 years and you can't retire? That's pretty sad right there, you guys. So I want you guys to check this video out here. I want to know what you guys think about this right here. Check this out.
Just seeing if I can have help scanning this.
So basically, as the internet raises some money for an Army veteran after he reveals he worked at supermarkets after losing his pension. Check this out, you guys.
Thank you. What was your name? Ed. I'm Sam. Okay. I actually had someone nominate you from this store and said you're very hard working.
Well, I tried to be.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm 88.
And still working?
Yes, I have to.
Why do you have to keep working?
Retired from General Motors in 99. 2012, I went bankrupt, and
He retired from General Motors in 99. In 2012, he went bankrupt.
they took my pension away from me.
Oh my gosh. Do you have a wife?
She passed away 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
She was sick when I lost my pension.
So you've been struggling a bit?
A little bit.
You said that you lost your pension?
Yes, sir, I did. I was in the Army back in 66.
So you're a veteran too?
Yes. I think that hurt me the most. My wife was real sick, and when they took the pension, they also took the health care coverage and all but $10,000 of my life insurance. So I sold the house, sold the property I had, and we made it through. My wife died 7 years ago. Since then, I've been trying to reestablish myself.
And you're working here how many days a week?
I work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
And you do that because you have to? Or?
Yes, I don't have enough income.
What's your dream?
Sold the property I had, and we made it through. My wife died
7 years ago. Since then, I've been trying to reestablish myself. And you're working here how many days a week? I work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. And you do that because you have to? Or? Yeah, I don't have enough income. What's your dream? To live somewhat the life I was hoping for. I'd like to share your story and try and, get people to help you retire. Oh, thank you. Of course. Amazing. I want to give you $400 here as a tip. Of course. You're amazing, man. Of course.
88 years old, lost his house, got bankrupt, lost his pension because of the bankruptcy, used all the money he had to take his wife, to take care of her medical bills. This man meets him inside of a supermarket. This is about what love is about, and what the power of each and every one of what you could do. I want you guys to see the result of this story. Check this out right here. Even though we got bad audio, check this out. On the same clip, this person right here decided he wanted to make a GoFundMe. What do you want to say? Go a long way to help me.
Give you a hug? Say that for a while.
So he wanted a hug. That's all he wanted. Wanted to give the man $400. Check this out. Y'all see that? The power of love. GoFundMe. Samuel Wiedenhofer. $1,677,556 raised of $1 million was their goal. They've passed their goal with more than $677,000 past their goal. This is the GoFundMe right here. Still donate to it. There he is right there. 88 and still working. Let's support the veteran Ed Bombas, right? Then down here, I wanted to introduce you to Ed Bombas, a man who met recently in a Detroit supermarket who completely humbled me. He's 88 years old, Army veteran, and he still works 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Despite everything, Ed shows up every day for work. Got people down here that says, hey, everyone, I just wanted to say the biggest thank you towards this GoFundMe. And this is how people helped out to make all of that money come to him. One person was $10,000 in a top donation. Another was $100, $25, $50, $35. So you see what I'm trying to say here? It's not always one person that tries to meet a goal by himself. Sometimes you can actually do it as a community. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Look out for each other. Sometimes a little bit from everyone can really help out. Like if I can get more likes right now, even though I got bad audio, or if everybody could send me $5. Let me stop. I'm just playing right now. I ain't asking for no money. I just really want to get those likes up because I know it's hard out here for a pimp. Even though it's Friday, I don't try to hit your pockets. I like to get those numbers up because even if we got bad audio, don't mean that we still don't got a good show. Y'all know I'm gonna fix this regardless. So we got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Y'all know it's not over. I still got much more in the kitty for you. Had a little situation where this thing dropped just now, but I don't care. Cause I can almost do this whole show sitting down or in my sleep. I want you guys to see another story that I think is pretty cute, pretty cool. And you know how I like to send you guys out here. I always try to make sure that you're getting well informed. I love to make sure that we're well informed. Who else we got over here? Miss Swanza, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Now I appreciate you so much. It will definitely go towards the microphone fund. Keep on going forward, you guys. And I want to ask you a question. How many of you guys love Christmas? I do. I love Christmas. Oh, we got $2 coming in. Appreciate your news stories and your presentation. Thank you so much. See how that helps out so much? Thank you guys so much. How many of you guys over here love Christmas, the holidays? How many of you guys? No, I love this. Oh, the weather outside is burning, and since there's no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Believe it or not, that's the only Christmas song that has nothing to do with Christmas. Think about it. All they're talking about is letting it snow. Never thought about that before. But somebody said it to me. I was like, hey, you know what? You're right about that. Speaking of Christmas, Do you like the holidays? Do you like getting presents? Do you like the Christmas trees and all of that stuff? The family coming together, getting your gifts and everything like that. The kids running, oh my God, it's Christmas, right? Waking up in the morning, don't you? And you also love the food. That Christmas ham, if you eat ham, Christmas turkey, all of the sweet fixings on the side. My question is, and I might get in trouble for this. We might even have to get our copyright on this, but I don't care. We already got bad audio anyway. Might as well go a whole gung-ho with it this show, right? How many of you guys like cookies? How many of you guys like the ones that come in the tins? The Royal Dan's cookies. The ones where you pop the top open and they got the little paper in there where you're eating the good butter cookies, the Royal Danish butter cookies. Well, guess what? I got some news for you guys. Thank you so much, Chrissy, 1180 for the $1.99 super chat. I got some news for you guys. Did you know that those cookies get made in India, of all places? If you didn't know, now you're about to know. We don't care about the audio. We're going to take the hit. Let's get into it. Those are the cookies that I'm talking about. So anytime you guys feel like y'all want to go to the store, the 99-cent store, pick up a can of those cookies and turn it over and see if they're made in India.
Do you know those classic tin butter cookies everyone buys around Christmas? Well, a viral TikTok just revealed that many of them aren't Danish at all. They actually made in India. And the hygiene conditions shocked everyone. Let's watch.
Puedes ir por las tuyas a tu tienda favorita. Ross, Burlington, Target, Safeway, entre otras.
Let's take the road before us and sing as a chorus or two, maybe three. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Then people went straight to their local stores to investigate, and almost everything said made in India.
I just want to see if it's true. I've been seeing these boys shoot my whole life, man. Oh, stop playing. Really back in India. Thank you.
It's too late. How many have you eaten? How many have you consumed? How many entire packages have you ran off with and went into the room where nobody could see you, enjoy it with your tea? Are you eating one right now? Do you have a box in your kitchen? Questions. Things that make you go, Let's keep on going since we're already in trouble.
It's Abram's page of the cookies. We have the one that is making them off for.
So you can't be safe on this now. Go check the back of it. The Dansk ones that are made in Denmark, you official. But that don't mean that they didn't get it by way of India and slap that sticker on there.
No. And then the other one with the cookies.
Notice how the ones from Denmark are $9.99, but the butter cookies are $5.99. Wonder what the difference is.
Made in India, very interesting when it comes to cost.
The tea is exceptionally good today.
Okay guys, I find there's cookies in my house too. Of course it's not cookies, we already eat them before. But I will check, let me see where this made. Denmark. Okay.
Denmark.
I'm safe.
Thank God.
Thank God.
And I have the small one. And it looks different than butter cookie too. Let's see.
She love them. She be getting all sizes.
Just to hear those sleigh bells ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with a ding-a-ling-a-ling. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you.
Yeah, cookies made it in.
Yeah, y'all. I mean, I need y'all to go ahead and go in the kitchen right now, because I know you got some in there. Don't try to act like you don't. I know y'all, wait a minute. I'll be right back. Right about now, y'all like, oh, y'all like this right now. How many did you have this week? Did you just buy a 10 for the holidays at Thanksgiving time? Let me know in the comments. Tell the truth. Don't lie. Do you have a loose boo-boo right now? Do you feel like you're just ready to out of nowhere? Earl? You know what? It's all good. I got bad audio. Y'all got Indian cookies. We all good over here. We not even feeling bad this morning. Yes, you hear those sleigh bells ringing, ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah. And with that being said, I gotta go buy some new mics. Y'all go in the kitchen and check those cans of cookies and make sure that y'all not getting nothing that's a product of India. And if y'all trying to make some money, hit that link in the description so that you can make up to $450 today. You'll make some money, I'll make some money too. Also, if you're trying to promote your business, do your boy a favor, send over your promos at a 1080 by 1080 size frame. It's Friday, you guys. Don't even worry about it. We're going to get through it together. 1080 by 1080 size frame, because that's what YouTube requires. If you're already a member to the channel and subscribe, don't worry. We're going to put it up in the post notification area, and everybody that's on our channel, over 60,000 subscribers, are going to be able to see your promo. Hopefully, you'll be able to make some business go. That's right, you guys. Also, looking out for Brooklyn right now. Can't wait to get that location for what? Myself and my DJ, DJ Don Donna. We're going to pull up on you guys for that Show Your Talent search that we do fairly every month. We try to do at least one every month. So Brooklyn, we're looking for a location to pull up on you guys, because Big Drip Hard Punch, 14% alcohol, available now on the website. Yes, we're having a talent show called Show Your Talent search. That's right, you guys, right there. And we're coming to Brooklyn. That's right, you guys. Want to know where we're going to be at? Go to the website. Put your email in the mailing list. Boop, pop your email in. Next thing you know, you're going to get notifications on where we are and what we're doing, and you'll be able to pull up. And if you got talent, you have a chance to make $250 in Brooklyn. We're doing this in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, where we're bringing everybody together at the final location where they have a chance to make $1,000. That's right, you guys. Keep up on the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, and fill out that mailing list right there, and you'll be able to know where the next location is. We're looking to come to Brooklyn. That's right, you guys. Show Your Talent. So your boy BOOGOTTINYC is the host, and it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. Also, you guys, y'all see what it is. It's Friday. Still going to have a fantastic day. Doom, 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 doom. We made it through. We're going to keep on pushing no matter what problems present opportunities. What am I going to do? Like I said, not going to keep on saying it. We'll get some new situations with this mic and this audio straightened out. Also, I got to do it soon, because I already promised that we're doing a spotlight today at 6 o'clock. We're going to hopefully, I think we should have the audio straight by then. I'm going to do a couple of test runs with the new mic. I'm going to see if it's the camera or see if it's the phone or the mic, and we're going to be all good. I have it figured out by the time it's 6 o'clock. So today we're going to do a spotlight. We'll be able to answer some questions. You guys will be able to ask me some questions. I'll also be doing follow-ups on the entire week of everything that we did. Plus, I got to do it because the numbers are so bad. So we might as well get some work going on. So I'll see you guys today, 6 p.m. New York, East Coast time, for the spotlight, which is another segment of what we do over here. Hopefully you guys will chime in, and the people that weren't able to come in during the daytime, you guys will be able to come here at 6 o'clock p.m. But guess what? Y'all know what we got to do. We got to send you guys out with these prayers this morning. We got liberty and justice that we're praying for. Have a fantastic day and stay safe and healthy. Also, we got Miggity Mark up in the building, Batty Lynn, Casey Ramos. You already know what it is. We got who else up in the building? That's Lawrence, Liberty and Justice, Miss Swanza, V5P, Lanyen Bueno. What's up, Rebecca Lanyen Bueno? Okay, we also got Miss Swanza. I see Nero Mello, Patrick. Okay, Sam Champion. Hope everything is good. Sam Champion, I see you got gloves. You good up in the building. Want everybody to have a fantastic Friday. Stay safe. We will be here for you all the time. That's how we do it every day, no matter what. Stay safe and make sure that you guys stay healthy and look out for each other. All right? Amen. Not only that, we're going to be back today, like I said, at 6 o'clock. I got to get up out of here. As soon as B&H comes open, we got to take that Hollyland back and get another one, you guys. That's what we got to do. But guess what? Like I said, I love to be an example of the things that I say. And I'm getting better with it. I would have been aggravated by now talking about the audio and stuff like that. But you know what? The day continues. And as long as he gives me another day to get up tomorrow, I'm going to be an example. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm supposed to do. And next thing you know, y'all going to be like, he got the audio right. And we're going to just keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Also, got a couple of situations that we did fix yesterday. As you see, we didn't have the spinning ball of death so much on that. Because what happened, I called Verizon, and they sent a new refresh, and they said, yeah, your system was trying to update. So I had to update my system. Verizon was all taken care of. So now the only last thing we got to deal with is those reverse letters. And we're working on that. Took that problem into B&H. They said, you know what? You got to go to OBS. You can't even use one of those screens. You need OBS. The way that you got your setup is mostly different. So as you guys can see, problems presented opportunities. I went to B&H, asked the questions. They told me what I needed to do. Now I'm going back, changing this mic out and getting new work. That's it. Just keep on moving forward. I would have no problem with being an example of of doing exactly that. I do not want to just say things and not be a product of what I say. So with that being said, you guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Drink some water. I hope you can hear me right now. And do me a favor. Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let nobody stop you from the ideas and things that you're trying to achieve because they don't know what you're trying to do. So on the count of 3, what are we going to do? We do it every week. All I want you guys to do is repeat, not even repeat after me, but do what I do. On the count of 3, no emojis, your face. I want to see a smile. At 1, 2, 3, smile. Just like that. Let me see you guys smile. Angles, whatever, any kind of smile. Want you guys to be happy, and you can make yourself happy by doing that. You know, also, never give up on yourself and keep on pushing. I'm telling you, that's the last thing I'm going to say to you guys. I know I'm long-winded, and I have a lot to say sometimes, but guess what? Sometimes you just want to break in. I'll see you guys at 6 o'clock for the spotlight. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, because y'all could have went anyway. But the fact of the matter that you came in and chill with me, I appreciate you. See you guys at 6. Get 'em! Peace. 1.